जड़े जन्म हैला परे माँ को पेटरू तार भाग्यटा ना माँ का हाथ में थाए ना से लोक हाथ में थाए ता भाग्य से निर्धारण करके आसी थाए सेतिपई आमे देखिचु जे गोटे माँ को पेटरू दिज तीन जन पुओ झील जन्म हेले भी तांको भाग्य सब अलग अलग होता है जे जार भाग्य नहीं कि आसी थाए आ मु जेतिकी जानिची जे जनक भाग्य रे जहाँ थिबो से जोठी भी थाउ जो परिस्थिति भी थाउ निश्चित भाव ता ही फलिबो एवं आपण मानको जानिबा निमंते मु कहूची जे मु भी जने बहुत बड़ भाग्य विश्वासी एवं ठाकुर विश्वासी मु भी आज जोठी पहुँची निश्चित भाव में मो भाग्य रे लेखा थिला एई अवसर रे आमे निश्चित भाव में आज जने एपरी जने महान व्यक्ति को मु आपन सम्मुख में उपस्थापना करुच्ची जे कि पंकरे जन्म होते भी बा जेपरी अवस्था जन्म होते भी किपरि भाव में से भाग्य भल आज सारा पृथ्वी रे से ना कमे से आउ कई नुहंती मोर जने अति प्रिय भाई सदृश मोर परम बंधु डॉक्टर निक गुगर स्विट्जरलैंड रु आछंती से मध्य लोकसभा मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट स्विस पार्लियामेंट रे एटा सेकेंड टाइम से जीतिकी कंटिन्यू करचंती यूरोपियन काउंसिल मध्य से मेंबर अछंती एवं विभिन्न आंतर्जातिक ये रे से तांकर आइदर मेंबर अछंती बा कंट्रीब्यूशन करचंती मु आपन को स्वागत करूची कलिंग टीवी तरफ रु कथावार्ता रे आपण आसीतिबारु आज आपण माने तांको भेटी बहुत खुशी हेबे जे प्रकृत रे आमे जो भाग्य कथा कहू किपरि भाव में डॉक्टर निक गुगर पाखरे मध्य भाग्य अनुसार से तांकर जीवन पथ को अतिक्रम करचंती तेणु आसंतु सुनिबा डॉक्टर निक गुगर पाखरु जे कि आपण माने सुनिकी खुशी हेबे से स्विट्जरलैंड रो सांसद होइचंती किंतु इंडियन ओरिजिन इंडिया रे जन्म होइचंती दैट टू कोठी कर्नाटक रो उडुपी सेठी गोटे मिशनरी हॉस्पिटल ले किपरि भाव में से जन्म नेले किंतु जन्म नबार पर मुहूर्तरु तांकु तांको माँ से हॉस्पिटल परित्याग करी चली गले तेणु आमे आसंतु आमे सुनिबा डॉक्टर निक गुगर पाखरु जे गोटे दिन छुआ होते जाकू कि माँ तांकु परित्यक्त कले से हॉस्पिटल ले एवं आज से भाग्य बल रे आज आसी से एठी पहुँची सो डॉक्टर निक गुगर मु आपन को पचारुची जे आपन को डेस्टिनी आपन केमती जन्म होते किपरि भाव में आपनकर माँ आपन को परित्याग कले से हॉस्पिटल छाड़ दे चली गले तापर किपरि भाव में आपन को स्विस कपुल आदरी नेले एवं से विषय रे आपण जदि कहिबे आपण को मुहरु आम लोक मैंने शुणिकी जो मैंने कलिंग टीवी देखुचंती बहुत खुशी हेबे
It was very interesting for me. I understand 20% from you. So I was very happy. I understood everything. That was great. My dear Dr. Brother Samanta, my dear friends from Odisha, it's a big honor to share with you my life, my thoughts today. I'm born 1970, 1st May in Udupi, Karnataka, as you heard. My mother gave me birth in Udupi in the mission hospital. She left the hospital within 4 or 5 hours. I was abandoned. But 2 angels came to my bed. A Swiss couple, Elisabeth and Fritz Gugger. They had no kids. And the nurse asked her, "Did you want a baby?" They said, "No, why?" "Oh, last night was born a baby. Are you interested?" Then my parents asked, "Why you know that we have no kids? That's a secret." They would like to have kids. So they adopted me and I grew up in Kerala in the Gundet bungalow in Talasheri Illikunu Hill. So that's the first step in my life.
कथा मने पड़ुची मोर भाग्य फल तो सर्वत्र न विद्या नचौ पोरोसम तेणु जेहेतु निक गुगर भाग्य अच्छी जे एमती हिसाब रे जन्म नेबे पुणी जने स्विस कपुल ताको आदरी नेबे निज छुआ हिसाब रे एवं आसंतु सुनिबा ता पर अवस्था सो डॉक्टर निक गुगर स्विस कपुल नहीं गले आपण को नर्स पाखरु तापरे आपण केते वर्ष केरल रे रहिले एवं किपरि हिसाब रे आपणकर माने छुआरू पुनी बड़ हेले
I learned a little Oriya. Yes, I learned very fast that I am adopted by these lovely two angels. They treat me as their own son. They nurse me with a big heart, with love, passion, and compassion. My parents told me from the first moment, you are our gift, you are our blessing. So, 1.5 years later, born my sister, Krista Kumara. My mother gave her birth, and from that moment, everything was clear. My parents explained me in the age of 1.5 that I am not born in the womb of my mother, my adoptive
so
mother.
from the age of 1.5 year you could know that you are adopted
Right.
by this couple.
Yes.
Oh my god.
But I couldn't realize what it means.
Yeah.
But they showed me the way of life. And that's for them totally normal that I'm born in a family with Indian roots, origin. But if you believe in Almighty, in destiny, so God gave me the best place, and I'm very grateful for my parents. So I never felt abandoned after that. First hours I struggled, but I never thought I'm a loser.
So you struggle for what?
Everybody from us is struggling in life. Up and downs. Also you, my brother, have up and downs in your life.
Okay.
So first you have to accept that you don't know your own mother, your blood mother. But she gave me to a place, also by destiny, which nursed me as the best. So I'm very grateful to Father God that I got that place in the family cooker. It's a blessing.
So Dr. Nick Gugger जेतले आपण बड़ हेले पाठ पढ़ले सब किछि कले आपन को केतेबेले किछि फील हेइनी जे प्रकृत रे जे सेमान मते अडॉप्ट करचंती मु ताकर प्रकृत छुआ न सो एमती केबे किछि आपन को मन रे दुख आसीनी
You got the point, brother. It was a moment which I mentioned before in the second question that everybody is struggling in life.
Oh yeah.
So as you lost your father in your young ages, I lost father and mother in the first hours of my life. But if you believe you are a child of God, if you believe you are not a coincidence, if you believe that you are made by Almighty, then you can overcome every fear, every struggling. You questioned me in Oriya, how I grew up, and I'm very proud that I learned from you now very fast Oriya language. So, as I mentioned, I grew up with a lot of love. That's the most important in life. You need this love. You need this passion from your parents as you had from your mother. Your mother, my hero.
Yes.
I read your book.
It's
a famous book. My mother, Anasuya, is also my hero, my blood mother. I never saw her since 52 years. But my mother Elizabeth and Fritz, they took this position in a real heart-touching way. As I mentioned, I struggled from the first minute. So when I came to Switzerland with 4 years, and you ask me how I grew up, I struggled also because in Switzerland it was not, in the 70s, it was unusual to see an Indian baby adopted by a Swiss couple. So first moments in the school were not easy. You can imagine. I come with a brown skin. Swiss children drink a lot milk
Yeah.
and white chocolate. They are white skin joke. But
Yes.
as you understood my joke, it was a little bit a difference. So I first had to find my position in the society. But everybody from you also must search and find your position in your own life. So it was not important if I grow up in Switzerland or in India. Next step was the studies you asked me.
Yeah.
Also there I was struggling. After 12th standard, I was school tired. I was not sure, should I finish high school, go to college? I discussed this with my lovely parents. They advised me, okay, make a break in your study. And I made an apprenticeship. Switzerland is famous in dual education.
Dual education.
Dual education means I went 3 days for apprenticeship, 4 days, 1-2 days to school in a higher level.
Yeah.
This allows you after that you can also go for studies. And if you go full time after the apprenticeship, 1 year, we call this BMWS, then you can also study for the universities. And I decide after my mechanic studies to study social work and psychology. And I learned a lot in these studies as a social worker. Back to the field, to the downtrodden people. And so that was my first step in my career.
आपण सब शुणुले डॉक्टर निक गुगर पाखरु किपरि भाबरे से स्विट्जरलैंड रे जाइकी निजुकु एडजस्ट करि पारले आसंतु सुनिबा ताको पाखरु मु जति जानी जे से वर्तमान इंडिया को बहुत भल पाउचंती ही लव्स इंडिया लाइक एनीथिंग एवं से वर्तमान इंडिया को बारंबार आसुचंती केरल राज्य को आसुचंती केरल राज्य रे से मध्य तांकर ओरिजिनल मदर विषय भी पचारि बुझुचंती जे बायोलॉजिकल मदर जी तांको विषय भी से पचारि बुझुचंती जे बाय चांस से पाई जिबे कि तांको तो आमे डॉक्टर निक गुगर मोहर सुनिबा.
That's a good question. Look, I saw the court papers when the Indian state gave the stamp that I can go abroad with my Swiss parents. So that was 1972 when the court said to my parents, your mother had now 2 years the possibility to get you back. She don't took that chance. I accepted without any harm. I understood she was also struggling. You can imagine, no mother give for free her child away.
Yeah.
So, as you mentioned, I'm deeply rooted as an Indian. Thanks to my parents, Fritz and Elizabeth, they let me grow up as a proud Indian and Swiss. So I'm a go-between. I'm the intercultural bridge.
Yeah.
So I think it was Almighty's wish that I could accept that I saw never my mother till today. As I mentioned, I saw the court paper. She must be around 86 to 90 years now. Nobody knows if she's living. That's a secret, but life is a secret. If you accept that life is a secret, and that nothing is a coincidence, that all is by Almighty's plans, I'm grateful to Almighty that His plans are the best for my life. And I got a brother in Odisha named Dr. Samanta.
Yeah.
I got brothers and sisters all over India. So I'm very grateful to that way of life, and I accept it.
Thank you. आसंतु सुनिबा तांको पाखरु संक्षेप रे जे तांकर मैरिज लाइफ देन फॉलोड बाय द पॉलिटिकल लाइफ किपरि आरंभ हैला तांको पाखरु सुनिबा.
I think it's very important that you have a safe haven, a home. And I'm married since 20 years with a very lovely lady called Beatrice. She's a Swiss native. She grew up in Bern, the capital of Switzerland. And we have together 3 children, Anasuya, in honor of my biological mother. Her name was Anasuya. And second is a son. His name is Leandro Samuel. And the third is also a boy. He's our youngest son. He goes now to high school, and his name is Micha Ravi Chandran, Ravi. So all 3 have some roots in the names to India, and all 3 children are proud half Indians. And my wife is a proud spouse of an origin Indian. So she likes India at most, and you met her also.
Yeah.
And she likes to wear saris. Professional, she can bind the saris better than many Indian women. She's a professional. And I'm very grateful to her that she loves with me India.
आसतु शुणा तांको पाखरु जे तांकर राजनैतिक जीवन किपरि आरंभ हैला आपण देखंतु तांको भाग्य केमती से वर्तमान सेकेंड टाइम लोकसभा मेंबर स्विट्जरलैंड पार्लियामेंट रे हेई पारचंती जेहेतु गोटे छुआ जन्म होइतला ताकू माँ फोपाड़ी दे चली गला किंतु भाग्य किपरि ताकू साथ देची ता भाग्य रे लेखा अछि जे से स्विट्जरलैंड रे बड़ होइकरी दाटू एते ऊपर को जीव वर्तमान एई एज रे से वर्तमान 2 थर लोकसभा मेंबर हेई सारलेनी.
My political career is now 22 years old. I started with the elections in 1998, and I jumped from the second last place to the 8th place as a town councillor. And then in 2002, I got elected, and I jumped on the 2nd place. And then I was nearby 14 years, 13 and a half years, a town councillor in the 6th biggest city in Switzerland called Winterthur, just around the corner from the airport to Zurich. So from door to door, I have 20 minutes. It's excellent. And then I was an MLA. As MLA, I served in the canton Zurich. After 4.5 years, I got elected as a member of parliament. You call that in India Lok Sabha. And Lok Sabha is the national council in Switzerland.
Yeah.
You met me there also.
Yeah.
It was a great honor.
Yeah.
You met also the chancellor there.
Yeah. डॉक्टर नीक गुगर बहुत प्रकार से सोशल वर्क करि चलचंती इंडिया रे करचंती स्विट्जरलैंड रे करचंती एवं विभिन्न सोशल वर्क को से मध्य सपोर्ट करंती सहायता करंती एबे जो आपणकर चलीची रशिया यूक्रेन युद्ध ए आपने सुनी समस्ते खुशी हेबे जे डॉक्टर नीक गुगर मध्य आमर ग्लोबल एम्बेसडर ऑफ किट एंड किस रो आंतर्जातिक से एम्बेसडर तेणु से आज ए एमपी एवं ग्लोबल एम्बेसडर ऑफ किट एंड किस से यूक्रेन रशिया युद्ध रे मध्य बहुत किछि ह्यूमैनिटेरियन काम मानविकतार काम से करूचंती आमे ताको पाखरु सुनिबा.
So first of all, I'm a very proud global ambassador from Kit and Kiss. So thanks a lot that I can represent this famous university all over the world. And nothing happens by coincidence. Last year I was in Ukraine when they celebrate 30 years independence in September. And nobody can imagine that 5 months later, we are near in the Third World War, near. Russia came as an aggressor to Ukraine, killed thousands of civilians, killed politicians, mayors from villages, towns, killed children, killed father and mothers, So I started to serve also for the Ukrainians, also with the help from Dr. Samanta. We have a fundraising project online where the people can donate by credit card. Because can you imagine, the poorest country in Europe is Moldova. Many of you here in Odisha don't know Moldova. It's a small country with 2.8 million citizens. These people are the poorest in Europe, but they serve the poorest from the war. They have 600 abandoned children from the war. And Dr. Samanta and I, we try to help with shelters to the abandoned children. We help the organization Light in the East to collect money. I spoke to the ambassador. It's a lady called Tatiana from Moldova. The war is only 100 kilometers away from the border in Odessa. So I pray daily that Almighty will stop this war, that we can serve the society. And as a global ambassador from KIT, are you here in Odisha, very deep rooted to my heart, but everybody all over the world. As a social entrepreneur, as a politician, is the most important. Serve the society. Serve to your neighbor. Love your neighbor here, but love also your neighbor all over the world. So I hope this gives a little bit an insight of your question.
এই অবসরে আমি তাଙ୍କୁ লাস্টକୁ ପଚାରିବୁ ଯେ ଯେଉଁ ରଷିଆ ଆଉ ୟୁକ୍ରେନ ଯୁଦ୍ଧ ଚାଲିଛି ତାଙ୍କର ଆସେସମେଣ୍ଟ କ'ଣ ହେବାକୁ ଯାଉଛି?
My view, my perspective is only a magic wonder can stop this silly, stupid war. In my prayers are the Russian and Ukrainians, the innocent Russians, the innocent Ukrainians. I pray to Almighty that President Putin will stop, will accept that what he thinks is correct, that this is not correct. He punished the human rights with his feet. And my deepest wish and my insight is, Almighty, please give President Putin a new heart, that he accept that this is not helpful to the world, not helpful to Russia, not helpful to Ukraine. So this is my deep wish, and thanks that you all pray here in Odisha with me, that as soon as possible can stop this nonsense war. Yes, I hope also that we all will help for the future the Ukrainian and Russian peoples who are suffering now.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद.
ଏବେ ଆମେ ଶେଷ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନକୁ ଯିବା. that Dr. Nick Gugger ଓଡ଼ିଶାକୁ ବହୁତ ବାର ଆସିଲେଣି, ଭିଜିଟ୍ କଲେଣି. ସେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଓଡ଼ିଶାର ଯେତେ ଟୁରିଷ୍ଟ ସ୍ପଟ୍ ଅଛି, ଆପଣଙ୍କର କୋଣାର୍କ ହେଉ, ପୁରୀ ହେଉ, ଚିଲ୍କା ହେଉ, ଏସବୁ ବୁଲିଛନ୍ତି ଏବଂ ସେ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଉପରେ ଏବଂ ଓଡ଼ିଶାର ଲୋକଙ୍କ ଉପରେ ସେ ବହୁତ ଖୁସି ଏବଂ ଆଗାମୀ ଦିନରେ ସେ ଯୋଜନା କରୁଛନ୍ତି ନଭେମ୍ବର ମାସରେ 300ରୁ ଉର୍ଦ୍ଧ୍ୱ MP ମାନଙ୍କୁ ନେଇକିରି ସେ ଆସିବେ ଏଠାକୁ ଭୁବନେଶ୍ୱରକୁ କିଟ୍ କିସ୍ ବୁଲିବା ସହିତ ଓଡ଼ିଶାର ସମସ୍ତ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟଟନ ସ୍ଥଳୀକୁ ବୁଲିବେ. ଆମେ ପଚାରିବା ତାଙ୍କର ମତ କ'ଣ?
I like Odisha. It's tremendous, a really nice state. Many people all over the world don't know this unique place. I'm stunning every time when I come to Odisha. The eldest temple all over the world is Konark, correct? I met this.
And also Lord Jagannath Puri.
Lord Jagannath Puri, I was also. Yeah. These two places are unique. Yeah. And belongs also to the World Heritage.
Yeah.
I think. And so, my dear friends from Odisha, we celebrate this year 25 years from this unique university, the Silver Jubilee. I promised Dr. Samanta to come with my friends. For him are hundreds people, but it's not important how much are the number. Important are my best friends are coming to share with you in November a great time and salute the effort from Dr. Samanta's unique university. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much. तो आपण माने समस्ते अधा घंटा हेलाणी शुणुले डॉक्टर निक गुगर पाखु मु डॉक्टर निक गुगर को जदिओ से माने स्विट्जरलैंड रो इंडियन ओरिजिन हवा सत्य से विदेशी ताकू एथि आपण सम्मुख में उपस्थापना करने मुझे चाहिए मोर कथबार्ता कहीं आप देखु जड़े पंकरे पड़े भी जदि ता भाग्य अच्छी से निश्चित भाव में ठीक जगार जा पहुँचब से गाँ गली कहती आज जी राजा काली से फकीर आज जी फकीर काली से राजा तेणु भाग्य भाग्य गोटे एमतिका जिनस समस्ते ताकर भाग्य को लेकर जन्म होता मुझे विश्वास करे भाग्य अनुसार से लोक तार कर्मफल भोगी भोगी की जाए तेणु किंतु जी तार मनीष जन्म किसी भल कर्म करिथिबो निश्चित भाव में तार भाग्य बहुत भल हम यहीटा मोर दृढ़ विश्वास तेणु आपण मैंने समस्त को मु बहुत बहुत नमस्कार करुच्ची धन्यवाद दूची आपण मैंने कथबार्ता आम मान को समस्त को शुणुले पर्टिकुलाली डॉक्टर निक गुगर को नमस्कार।
नमस्कार।